Questions for Tobe and Koa.
How impressive was Braden today?
He played well. He played great. He does what Braden does. You know, he's a tremendous scorer, uber talented, and you know, he shows it in practice and shows it in games. So, just really what I expected for, honestly.
How important was it to not look ahead to BYU and some of these bigger games coming up with an opponent like West Virginia that has had some quality games this year?
I think it's just important to take it one game at a time, understanding that, we have a target on our back. There's a lot of media attention. There's a lot of focus on us. So just knowing that every single team that's going to come in is going to give us our best shot.
For either of you, what does 20-0 mean? Does it mean anything?
I mean, to us, I think, like Tobe said, we're just taking it one game at a time, trying to win one game every week. However many games we have, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. And I think we've been doing a good job at, just getting ready for these games, getting prepared, and we've been victorious. So I think we just got to keep doing what we're doing and keep getting better as a team.
You guys feel like defensively in particular, you're getting better. I mean, 2 games, you kept them under, 36% or something?
I mean, coach is always harping on us about, just playing defense, being in the stance, helping our brothers out when they get beat, simple stuff like that. But I think we were good defensively tonight, and we just keep getting better at that. Like I said, keep trying to get better at everything.
Is there any specific things like that, like you say, not getting beat? There's certain dynamics that are just working better defensively now that you're so far into the season that you just.
I would say just staying on our day ones, being locked in practice, and just coming out with the urgency to play defense.
How good is this front court of yours? You guys are almost interchangeable parts.
I'm just uber talented. I think we're a group that looks out for each other a lot, with the high low and all that kind of stuff. So, and then credit the coach, he's putting us in position to be successful, drawing up plays, and all that kind of stuff where we can sort of work off each other. So, it's a pleasure to work with Mo and Koa, for sure.
Do you two and Mo have a green light when there's an open 3? Is there ever a situation where you're like, coaches wouldn't want us to do this?
I mean, coach just lets us go out there and play. He's not going to tell us it's a bad shot if we're open. He tells us to let it rip with confidence, and he tells that to all the players, not just the bigs.
Can you talk about the team's chemistry? When teams are really well or do well, you can't fake it. You know what I'm saying? You guys are pretty good with chemistry. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I think everybody's super close on the team, especially off the court, and that leads to on the court success. So I think we all want what's best for each other, and we're an unselfish group, and we all love each other. So yeah.
You guys have played in some pretty hostile environments like UConn this season. How is that going to help you guys for Monday night?
Honestly, it's just about staying true to who we are. Honestly, obviously, kudos to BYU. They're a great team. They're having a great season. But we just got to focus on what we do as a team. What's gotten us this far. Just to keep things out of. That coach has been harping on, rebounding, defense, staying true to who we are, in terms of our identity. So, yeah.
Do you remember anything about playing up there last year?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great environment. Fans showed out for sure. And, we're expecting that to be, an instance again this year. So, we're just, again, just taking it game by game, not trying to look ahead. We're happy with the result today, and then, we'll worry about BYU. Coming up.
What do you remember about playing alongside A.J. Devanza during the summer?
He's a great kid. He's a good friend of mine. Really talented, really lengthy. He's a good player. So I'm excited to go up in Provo and say what's up to him and play against him.
Well, even back then, were you guys already talking about getting to play against each other at some point?
I mean, I've been playing against those guys my whole life. So especially at the USA camp. So obviously, we're going to meet when you're top of the class, so yeah.
How do you go about defending him, either for Tobe or Koa?
I mean, I think it's just a matter of watching films, picking out his tendencies, seeing what he likes to do. Again, we're just taking it game by game, not trying to jump ahead and look at teams coming up, because we know that February is going to be a tough stretch. So again, just game by game, and we'll key on each team as they come.
You said you obviously, like you said, you played with these guys for a long time with AJ. Like, how did you create that dynamic when you're on USA? All you guys obviously could be the leading scorers, but yet everybody's kind of making sacrifices. How did especially with him? What was that like?
I think that's just basketball in general. You know, when you have a good team, everyone needs to find their niche. So I mean, and especially when you're playing for the USA basketball team, you know, we have one goal and that's to win. So I don't think really players really cared about their stats or anything. We just wanted to win.
Tobe, when you're on the floor with Mo, how do you guys play together with each other's strengths?
It's super fun to play with Mo. I think, again, the high-low is a big thing. And then just us crashing the glass, I think he draws so much attention in the paint where it kind of makes it easier for me sometimes to go and chase the ball. And then he's just a smart, high-level player. So, when he catches it in the post, he'll make reads. So he'll throw that dump-down pass, if I cut from the top of the key. So, yeah, it's just really fun to play with him for sure.
Cole, was there any play this past summer that AJ made during those few weeks that made you sit up and take notice more than perhaps others?
I mean, he's a great player. You know, he's going to make special plays. So, I mean, I don't think there's a specific play, but, he's a good player, so he's always going to, score the ball and do crazy things.
All set. All right. Thanks, guys.